The Northeastern men's soccer team began a new chapter this season under the leadership of head coach Rich Weinrebe. Following a successful stint as the top assistant at the University of New Hampshire, Weinrebe brings a hard-working and winning mentality to the program. Fresh off their best season since 2012, the team is primed for both immediate and long-term success.
From East Providence, Rhode Island originally. I started playing soccer when I was 4. I was very active, and my parents were just looking for something to do and get me into a sport because I was ready for it. Got into a competitive team called Bayside when I was in high school and ultimately got recruited to go play soccer at UNH. I found a way through Seacoast United to be able to start doing youth coaching and getting my feet wet there while I was in college. Then it turned into a more expansive role after I left. After spending a few years at Seacoast, Mark Hubbard kind of came and recruited me to come to Southern New Hampshire, and that kind of started my college coaching experience, and an assistant job at UNH opened up. Spent about 7 years there where we had lots of success, and then here I am. And I thought it was a great opportunity to do something special at a great school in a great city, and happy to be here.
When we go through a coaching search, there's a lot of elements, characteristics that you're looking for in that candidate. First and foremost, I'm looking for some leadership qualities. Can this, head coach be a good recruiter? Does the candidate believe in the mission of the institution? And I guess, the last part would be the coaching ability. Can this person be out in front of a group and coach student athletes?
I mean, Rich is a great guy. I think the kids who he has brought in feel the same way that I feel in terms of he's just a genuine, hardworking, tactically brilliant coach. And I have undeniable praise for him.
Rich is a pretty chill guy, pretty cool guy, easy to talk to. I was kind of on the edge because a new coach coming in, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know if I wanted to stay here or go into the transfer portal, but after talking with Rich, I knew for a fact I had to come back.
Side moves back, right foot looking for Enid, chip shot, he scores!
We always have, as an executive staff, 2 or 3 candidates that we're thinking of for each of our sports in case there is movement with one of our head coaches. And in this case, we pre-identified Rich as someone of interest that we'd like to approach for the position. We're impressed with how he viewed Northeastern soccer. Being at New Hampshire, he understood a little bit of Northeastern soccer. What impressed us also is the fact that he'd come from a winning program.
I always have had ambition of being a head coach, and we played Northeastern every year, and Northeastern was always a place that I always saw as a hidden gem. I think it's a really special place in a city that a lot of people want to be. When you really dive into what Northeastern is and the qualities the school has and the people you're surrounded with, it's a no-brainer in terms of a place where you can be successful, build a winning culture, and have sustained success, which is ultimately the goal. When I was a young assistant, I was very fiery, impatient, so I sometimes spent more time kind of being on the vocal side than watching and paying attention. So that's something I kind of learned to sometimes you have to take a step back and see how things play out and develop, and then be very thoughtful about your coaching points.
How we want to build the program also appealed to us, and a blend of 4-year incoming student athletes. The transfer portal is real now in college athletics. Transfer portal of grad transfers, as well as attracting the international talent student athletes, both at the 4-year level as incoming freshmen or as transfers.
You're talking about a really diverse group of people who have a lot of different experiences and that are in a lot of different parts of their journey. But they're all driven, they all are buying into what we're trying to do and have the same goals. CAA championship, make the NCAA tournament is something that we have on our goal setting that we think with our talent and depth that is a realistic possibility. I think now, like in the early part of the season, it's getting on the same page, finding ways to win, and then playing our best stuff a little bit later on.